DreAllDay.com.
What's up, everybody? Dre Baldwin with DreAllDay.com. This video, I want to talk instant gratification. And we all know what that is, right? That's when you want an immediate result from your actions. And the problem that many people have, and I can't put these nowhere, I ain't got my case, with becoming successful in life and doing what you want to do, is that we all realize that you got to put some effort in to get a result, right? You know that you got to work hard if you want to be good at sports, or you got to put the time in if you want to write a book, or you want to start a business. And this is a process that you need to go through. The problem that many people have overall in life is that they want the immediate payoff. Like, all right, if I do this, what am I going to get? You know, what's the result that I'm going to get immediately? And if they can't see an immediate result, or no one can draw a line from the action to the immediate result, then they don't want to put that effort in. And here's the bigger picture thing, though. And that's something that I think people logically understand, but there's a bigger picture even than this. In life, we know the principle to becoming successful, well, maybe you don't know, but I talk about this all the time, and it's in my book, Work on Your Game, is be, do, then have. See, what people do, many people, 95% of people in life, they do things. They understand, I got to take these actions, I got to put this work in, I got to give this effort, and they're doing things, and doing more things, and they're like, okay, what's the immediate result of my actions? I'm doing all this stuff. What's the payoff for this? They do something and they look, what did I get? They do something, they look, what's the result? They do something, they look, what's the payoff? Is this working? If it's not, they're not getting the result they want, then they change what they're doing. Which sounds like it makes sense, right? If I'm not getting the result I want from my actions, then I do something different, keep doing different things, and eventually I'm going to get the result that I want. But here's the problem with this. See, the people that 5% of people, or even less than that, who really reach high levels of achievement in life, they don't use that equation of let me do something, see if it worked, then change. If that didn't work, then do something different. If that didn't work, then do something different. It sounds logically like it makes sense, but there's a step that comes before that. And the people that 5% of people who get to the highest levels of achievement, they understand that it's not what you do that makes you successful. It's who you are as a person that makes you successful. See, the people who become super successful in whatever they do, their first step is figuring out what type of person do I need to be, or how can I make myself a more valuable person? How can I make myself a better person? My being, when I step up my being, they still are taking action. All right? I'm not saying that you just think about who you're going to be and then everything's going to work out. They still take actions the same way that the 95% take action, but they also ask themselves, what type of person do I need to become? And they understand also when they do something and it doesn't work out, or they do something and it does work out, that the real thing they need to be measuring is not what's the immediate result of my action. It's what type of person am I going to become through this experience? See, when you ask yourself that question, what type of person will I become through this experience? Now you're working on who you're being. And as your being improves, and as your being steps up, and as you enhance your being and you enlarge your being, the things that you do will produce different results. You think about it yourself in life. Have you ever taken a certain action and your mind just wasn't into it? You weren't excited about it. You weren't locked in. You weren't focused. You didn't really put any energy into it, but you did it. But you didn't put any energy into it and it didn't work out. And then you went and did the exact same thing later on with different energy, a different approach, a different mindset, just a different focus, a whole different energy to it, but it was the exact same action and it produced a completely different result. Of course you have. We've all been there. And that's just a microcosm of the point that I'm making here. And I'm not talking about just one action, like shooting 100 shots on a basketball court. I'm talking over the course of 10 years, 20 years of your life. If you step up who you're being as a person, so instead of looking at every action and saying, all right, what did I get out of that? All right, what did I get out of this? All right, what am I going to get for lifting these weights? What am I going to get for going to this seminar? What am I going to get for reading this book? Instead of asking yourself that, what's the immediate result of this action? Ask yourself, what type of person am I going to become as a result of going through this experience? What type of person will I be as I go through this? How is this going to make me a different person, a better person, a smarter person, a wiser person, a more valuable person? How will this improve my relationships? Start asking yourself, how is this changing my being, instead of what's the immediate payoff for this, or is there not a payoff for this? Because that's the way that the average, the 95% think. The 5% are thinking, how can I grow as a person and become more of a person, more of my being, still taking the actions, but because their being has changed, the actions result in a completely different outcome. Work on your game. DreAllDay.com. Nobody out there needs more information. What you need these days is a strategy frameworks, processes, how to actually take all the information that's out there, all the knowledge and content that's out there, make sense of it, and actually produce a result, a tangible result. That's why I created the Game Group. It is my membership site where you will get tangible results for specific areas: business, personal development, basketball skill, and professional basketball. Choose your area of focus, and we have targeted, specified outcomes every single month, along with live trainings, the ability to contact me, have your work critiqued by me, and a whole lot of other stuff. The link and all the information is down in the description at dreallday.com/membership. Get in the Game Group if you're ready to get some results and not just a whole bunch of information. Let's do it. Work on your game.